If you are someone who's making $1,000 to $5,000 per month and you already have leads and traffic, basically people visiting your website, but they're not making the purchase, then this video is exactly for you. If you watch this video completely, I promise you, your conversion rates are gonna be double and it's gonna be as fast as you can. So make this video full screen and let's just dive in. So my way of thinking is when it comes to business, we need to think extremely logically, right? We need to think in systems and variables. What is happening, what's not happening, what we are doing, what we're not doing, how are we using the variables. Now, the physics of sales says that when someone is visiting your website and they're not making a purchase, the reason could be trust, credibility, or commoditization. Now, I don't cover the part which is credibility and trust because this channel is more about commoditization. Fuck. I think one of the most painful experiences you're gonna have as an entrepreneur who is making from $1,000 to $5,000 is commoditization. Now, this is a very fancy word. I'm going to explain that in a second, so let's carry on. Now, commoditization is just a fancy way of saying fuck you as an entrepreneur. Like, literally, that's a big fuck you. And you're like, what? And that's how it is. Because think of it like this. Let me give you an example. You start a business, you really work hard, you find the solution, and you package it up, you build the website, you pay for it, everything. But then after what? People are coming to buy your program and then they're comparing your program or your product basically, and then they're like going to the cheapest option. That is commoditization. So they're not making a purchase based on value. They're not doing a value driven purchase. Rather, they're going for the cheapest one. Might have the best or the perfectest solution in the world for the problem you're solving. But the thing is, people only pay for price. So lowering your price, or when you are being judged by the market based on price, that's commoditization. So why that really happens, let me explain this. I've read a lot of books, I've discovered a lot of things, and I'm about to say these things in my clearest, simplest way possible. The main point is your offer. That is the problem. If you have the same offer, if you have the same offer as your competitors, then of course you're going to be compared based on price, right? It does make sense. I mean, if I go to the market and if I find the same chocolates, everything same, the ingredient, the taste, everything the same, I've tasted it, and the price, the second one is cheaper, then I would just go for the cheaper one, right? Because both are same. There's nothing difference. Like there's no difference. I cannot find anything that is extraordinary about any one of them. Both of them are similar. So it's the same thing. If your offer is normal like your competitors, then of course people are gonna commoditize you. Of course people are gonna buy the cheapest one. And this happens with content agency. This happens with a lot of service-based business. So what's the solution? What's the solution of being commoditized? Because a lot of entrepreneurs who are just starting out, who have made well over $1,000 to $5,000, and that's a really good transition for them because they have just started out. So the solution to commoditization is having a great offer. Having a offer that people feel irresistible to. If you go to the market and if you see the same product, if you see everything the same, but one of them gives you something for free, there's a bonus, there's guarantees, there's something extraordinary, maybe there's a bit of discount too, and maybe there's something more, but the point is that it is very different from the competitor's offer. Basically, when you have great offer, an offer which is completely different, completely unique, completely better than your competitors, people tend to pay you even if your prices are high. But if your offer is irresistible and you can craft that, you can add bonuses, you can add guarantees, you can add maybe discount is the least priority, by the way. But if we can do things to get people to pay us and even more. So offer is just a small tweak you can add to your business and you can improve your revenue. You can increase your revenue just by improving your offer. You don't have to do marketing. You don't have to do any of the stuff. You have leads, there's a leak in your system, people are just turning back from your product, people are not really buying your product, they might be visiting your website, but they're not making a purchase. And I think the solution to this is creating a grand slam offer, like create an irresistible offer. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you found it helpful.